not too much um, on these problems. So let's just complete them. So it's a scale which is always going to be given to you. In this case, here it is. So we're going to write the scale on the map is 2 centimeters to every 75 miles. And then if the two cities are 11 centimeters apart, well, if you write the units, knowing where to put the 11 on the proportion is never going to be an issue. And here it is. X miles is what you want to find. You can cross multiply, you can find a relationship. In this case, it's times 5.5. I don't know how many of you. Well, we're going to need a calculator anyway. So if we cross multiply, you get 2x, right? And 75 times 11, which is 825. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x equals 412.5. And that's the distance between the two cities. Yes, I'm still speaking funny. My chin is still swollen. I did go to the dentist after school. Painful. Plan of a house drawn was something using a scale of 3 centimeters. So again, the scale says 3 centimeters for every 4.5 centimeters in real life. Find the actual length of the living room if it's 5 centimeters on the drawing. So again, centimeters on top, meters on the bottom. 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, go over here. You want to know x meters, right? What's 5 centimeters in real life? Well, cross multiply. We get 3 centimeters, or sorry, 3x equals 4.5 times 5, which is 22.5. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X equals 7.5. Again, on the map, half a centimeter. Right, if you want to write 0.5, it's okay. Equals 65 kilometers. Let's set up proportions, so that's my scale. If China and Sweden are 4.5 centimeters apart, well, let's see, 4.5 centimeters, centimeters on top, kilometers at the bottom. How far apart are they really? So here you go, x. Cross multiply, I'm going to use a, I don't know, yeah, I can use a decimal, 0.5 centimeters. Sorry, 0.5x, right, because we're multiplying half times x. 0.5x, 65 times 4.5, which is 292.5. Divide that by 0.5 and divide that by 0.5. X equals 585. So they're 585 kilometers apart. Don't know if that's true. 4, floor plan. You know, floor plan of the house, right? So 2/3 of an inch is 8 feet in real life. If the length of the basement is 2.5 inches, how long is it in real life? Oh, and that's what we want, x feet, right? Again, cross multiply. We get 2/3 of x. 8 times 2.5 is 20. We're going to divide both sides by 2/3 and multiply each side by 3/2. Up to you. Left side simplifies to x. And we have 20 divided by 2 is 10 times 3 is 30. And 30 feet is our answer. Blueprints of a house. Bedroom, master bedroom has dimensions of 4. So in your picture, your bedroom is 4 by 5.5 inches. And that represents the real bedroom in real life, right? So we want the dimensions of the actual bedroom. So here, I'm going to pretend that's the actual bedroom. We want this guy, and we want this guy. So we need to find out what 4 inches is. It's according to scale, and we need to find out what 5.5 inches in this case. So we're going to have to do the proportion twice. So here's our first one. 3/4 of an inch is 3 feet, right? That's our scale. Now let's find out what 4 inches. So 4 inches equals x feet, right? Cross multiply, we get 3/4 x. 3 times 4 is 12. Right? Cross multiply these two. We're going to multiply both sides by 4/3. Right? So that all simplifies to x. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. So in real life, this guy here is 16 feet. Now we're going to set up another proportion to find 5.5. So our original scale, 3/4, and change colors here. change colors. 3/4 inches is 3 feet. And this time around, we want to know what 5.5 inches is in real life. Right? Cross multiply again. We have 3/4 of x. 3 times 5.5. 5.5 is 16.5. Right? So this time around, I'll divide by 3/4 only because that simplifies to 1 and divide that by 3/4. And x equals, well, I have no idea. 16.5 divided by 0.75. And the other side is 22. So x is 22. So the bedroom is a 16 by 22 feet bedroom. But you're not done because we want the area. So we have to multiply 16 times 22. And we get that the area of this is 352 square feet. Okay. Six. The scale of the drawing is, what is the scale? 1 inch is 6 feet. What's the actual width? So we want to know what this is. Well, this one's easy. 3 inches. What is 3 inches in real life? Well, x feet. We're not going to cross multiply because it's just times 3. So this one is times 3. So 6 feet. All right. Apologies. Am I reading this right? 1 inch is 3 feet. So it's 18 feet. Okay. The actual width of the house is 18 feet. 7. We want the same problem as we did before. So the scale here is 1/2 inch is 1 foot. That's the scale given to us, right? That's the scale. And we have a room. Right, it's actually 22 feet by 17. So let me write 22 by 17. So we want, actually this time around, we want to know what it is in the picture, how many inches, right? So 1/2 inch is 1 foot. So let's do the 17 feet. So here's 17 feet. Well, it's times 17, right? And this will be times 17. So that's going to give us 8.5. So in the drawing, the 17 feet represents 8.5. Well, the 22, we're just going to divide, divided by 2. So this is going to be 11. And the area of the actual area, well, I don't know why that is there, but it's 22 times 17, the actual area, which is 374 square feet. All right. On the blueprint, a guest bedroom has, so we have a bedroom. On the blueprint, it's 3 by 5 centimeters. The blueprint is drawing using the scale 1 centimeters to feet. What's the actual area of the guest bedroom? So, okay, so in real life, so imagine this is a real life bedroom. We need to find the actual dimensions to find the area. So, what is the scale? 1/2 centimeters is 2 feet. So, when we have 3 centimeters, how many feet would that be? So, x feet. We can cross multiply. We get half of x equals, what is this, 2 times 3, 6. Multiply both sides by 2. X equals 12. So the 3 centimeters is 12 feet in real life. Now repeat the process with 5. So again, 1/2 centimeter is 2 feet. That's the scale given to us. Put centimeters here in feet. And we want to know what 5 centimeters is. Well, again, same process. Cross multiply. We get 1/2 of x. 5 times 2 is 20. Multiply both sides by 2. That gets us out x isolated. And 20 times 2 is 40. So this guy here, 40. The actual area, well, it's 12. There's a 12 by 40 room. It's going to give us 488 square feet. Okay. Where are we? 9. Again, it's all about setting a proportion correctly, right? Because there's not much to do here. So 9 What's the actual height of the house? Well, this is, let's see, we have this, so the scale, let's write the scale first. 2 inches is 5 feet. So that's my scale. Let me write the other side, inches on top, feet at the bottom. Right, and I know, what's the actual height of the house? So if it's 8.5 inches, right, what does 8.5 inches proportionally turn to in real life? Well, x, right? Cross multiply, we got 2x. 5 times 8.5 is 42.5. I'm going to divide both sides by 2. X equals 21.25. So in real life, the height of the house is 21.25 feet. I think this is the last one, please. No, okay, one more. All right, not bad. On a scale drawing, again, the scale is 1/4 of an inch if you want to write 0.25, be my guest. That's my scale. Let me write the units on the other side. And then it says, what are dimensions of the scale drawing for a room that is 15 by 16? So there's a room that in real life, this is 15 feet, and this is 16 feet. So we made a scale drawing of it. How many inches is the dimensions of the room? Well, so in this case, let's do the 15. What is 15 feet? Right, what does that 15 feet turn to in inches? Well, cross multiply. X times 1 is just x, and what's a quarter of 15? 15 times 0.25 is 3.75. So the 15 in my drawing will be 3.75 inches. Now we got to figure out the 16. So again, same scale, 1/4 inch is equal to 1 foot. On the other side, inches on top, foot at the bottom. So we have 16 feet now, and we want to know what that equals. On my drawing, well, cross multiply again. 1 times x is x, and what's 1/4 of 16? 1/4 of 16 is just 4, so this one's easy. So this is 4 inches. Do we want the area? No, we don't. Last one, here's a map. The map says that every half inch on the map is equal to 75 miles. All right. We're setting a proportion, inches on top, miles at the bottom. If two cities are 3 3/4 inches apart, how many miles apart are they really? Okay, so in the map, there's 3 3/4 inches apart. How many miles that equal to? Well, half of x equals 3.75 times 75, and that's going to give me 281.25. Then divide both sides by half or multiply both sides by 2, whatever you want. Right? 281.25 divided by 0.5, which is a half. The distance between the two cities in real life is 562.5 miles. Okay, so nothing too strenuous, right? I guess the most important thing is setting a proportion correctly. That's basically all it comes down to, right? And if that's okay, everything else will follow in nicely. Okay.